Welcome to the inaugural edition of the Tiger Men's Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And it's been a long time.
It's good to be back with you, brother. Always.
All right, season going to start, and it starts in Colorado when the Tigers will take on the Buffaloes. First time Towson has played there since 1991. And this is a solid basketball team that you're going to play. But before we get into that, let's talk about your team. Obviously, the return of Charles Thompson, picked first team All-CAA preseason. He's the key to your season, or the cog to your season.
Yeah, Charlie's had a tremendous offseason. He's really improved his ball handling, his body, his decision-making. And, yeah, he's a first-team All-League player, really on both sides of the ball, and he's a captain. Him and Rodier Hicks have done a really, really good job this offseason with helping our team. This group works really hard, and they're a connected group.
And you mentioned Rodier, him coming back, Christian May coming back. So three guys that were key players last year are returning this year.
Yeah, Ross started most of the year, and Christian had a good chunk, especially in conference. And he's ready to take a big step forward for us. He needs to. There's a couple other guys back. Dylan Williams was in the program all year. We could have used him based on injuries. People are going to enjoy watching him. He's talented.
I know during the season you kept talking last year, we would talk, and you would say, he's really impressing me in practice. What is it about him?
He can score. He's worked at his body. He's become a much better shooter from the perimeter. And he's got incredible confidence, which is always exciting. He takes coaching. Chase is back. For Chase Parr, I'm really proud of him. He's lost a lot of weight. He's been practicing all summer and fall, so that's exciting for us. And I think people will be impressed with the way Tyler Coleman has improved his body and his game.
Let's talk about some of the new players coming in. Suleiman, tell us about him.
He's good. He plays inside and out. Very well coached. They used to do a lot of winning. Joe Lombardi was a great coach at IUP. He's got a terrific body at about 6'7", 230 pounds. He has surprised us with his ability to shoot.
You also have brought in a couple of other transfers. Messiah Jones from Wofford. What about him?
Yeah, he's good. He's strong. Has a little bit of the old Johnny Davis in his game. Can really rebound it and score around the rim. Another guy that's a gym rat. Very, very physical guy. Both those guys, we went after those guys because of their ability to rebound the ball and score around the rim. So we've got to make sure that they kind of stay true to that identity, because we've always been a good rebounding team. Last year we didn't score at the rim as well as we need to, so hopefully we can be a little bit better in that area.
And then Nenda Tark, the transfer from Coppin, whose eligibility as we take this is still up in the air, but you're expecting that he's going to be able to contribute this year.
Yeah, certainly hope so. I know at this point in time, our administration, coaches don't talk to the NCAA. We've submitted this stuff the day after Labor Day, which is a while ago at this point. Our administration is working on it, and we are guardedly optimistic we will have him. I think it's a very compelling story if you listen to it. He's good. He's got a body, he's got an IQ, and he's got successful game experience. So,
he played well against Towson last year.
Yeah, he had 20 on us, or 20-something. I mean, he's really good. So, like I said, we need to work at that, and I've always said it's a total collective effort to have a successful program. So we need to get him on the court here, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Then a couple of freshmen you brought in, Jaden Cole, along with Tyler Tejada. Do you expect them to get playing time?
So both Tyler Tejada and Makai Lowry will play a lot right away. Tejada is a 6'9" guard who's really done a good job on his body. He's going about 222 right now. He can score the ball. And Makai got up to about 207, 208. He's come a long way since he got here. He's a little bit of a jack of all trades, high energy, versatile, good athlete. Both those guys had great trips with us in the summer. I've played a lot. They're good. People are going to be excited about them. We're excited about them. Jaden Cole can really shoot the ball. He's still not all the way back off of some surgery from June. So he loves basketball. He was a highly, highly rated kid. I'm hoping to get him back soon. Quite frankly, I'm disappointed that we don't have him all the way back yet because I know he's dying to get out there.
All right, the schedule. You start first week, 3 games. Colorado on the road, Coppin on the road, Robert Morris at home. Colorado is a team that a lot of folks are picking in the top 25 to 40 range. Going to be a great test for you opening week.
Yeah, really good test. Tad Boyle's, very, very successful coach, done a great job out there. I had a chance to actually interact with him this summer. Great guy. They're good. They had a couple of potential first-round draft picks, and the kid DeSilver, and the freshman, the Williams kid. So I think they're, Simpson's all Pac-12 guard. They're well coached. They run good offense. There'll be a lot of length out there. It's going to be a great opportunity and test for us. I think anytime you're going on the road, you've heard this from me a lot, it will start with the ability to, one, can you take care of the basketball so that you can keep your opponent in the crowd out of transition, and then can you hold your own on the glass so that, you can manage the game. But that certainly will be, these games we got are very challenging early, but it'll get us ready for the top of the conference for sure.
I know that you mentioned earlier that you weren't happy with the offense around the rim last year, but I know you've talked when we've talked that you really think this could be a special defensive team this season.
Yeah, they're really committed. I think it also, though, ties in, right? Good offense ties into good defense. Don't turn the ball over and score at the rim so that you can get back and set your half-court defense. Where I like this group is we have really good bodies. We move. We're long, and it's a really good group that communicates with each other, and they're committed on that end of the floor. So if we can get back and play in the half-court defensively, that'll be a staple of this team and something that'll help us on nights when maybe we don't shoot the ball as well as we would like to.
And last year you were the best three-point shooting team in the conference.
Yeah, we had some really talented offensive guys that could get it going. I thought we slipped a little bit defensively at times, but certainly we shot a great percentage from 3 because guys took good shots and had some talent in that area. This group will share the ball, and they're committed to executing. We just got to make sure we take care of it. We're capable of taking care of it. We've got to make sure that we take care of it. That'll start with Charles. You'll play through him a lot more. And then both Radir and Dylan are pure quarterbacks that can play together. So we've got to play through those guys, which means the other guys got to, if they're a shooter, shoot. If they're a cutter, cut. If they're a post guy, post. If they're an offensive rebound guy, go and do it. And keep it simple in some other areas. We're still a work in progress in those things, like most teams this time of year.
The other thing that you've always stressed is getting to the foul line, and I know you would hope that last year's team would have gotten to the line a little more than they did.
Yeah, we didn't do a good enough job there. I hope we can. We're going to find out soon. I think sometimes till you get hit at game speed against really good opponents, you worry as a coach that maybe a message hasn't consistently resonated yet. Sometimes those things can help that out, the opponent.
All right, before we wrap it up,
yes,
I have a
please.
trivia question for you.
What's the prize if I get it right?
You get me on your trip.
Sounds like a punishment, not a prize.
Yeah,
But go
right.
ahead.
Which school was founded first, the University of Colorado or Towson University?
Towson University.
You win me on all your trips. 1866,
I know.
Colorado 1876.
Oh, my goodness.
So they're newbies.
How did you find that out?
That's what your Google machine's for.
It's always good, folks, to be back with Spiro, my hero.
That will do it for this initial edition of the Tiger Basketball Report. Join us again next time. For the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Scarry, I'm Spiro Marikas, and as always, go Tigers.